Hello friends, see you again with me Supercar. In this video, I will review 5 reasons why the Ford Ranger Raptor must be waited for. Watch the video until it's finished so you know what's being upgraded to the 2024 Ford Ranger Raptor. Continue to support the Supercar channel by liking, commenting, subscribing, and tapping the bell so you get other latest car videos. In addition to the increased power, the Velociraptor 500 gets new bumpers. The front bumper bears the model name, brush guards, LED off-road lights, and recovery hooks. This truck uses 18-inch wheels with a 10-spoke design and black coating. The truck also gets 35-inch tires. The 2024 Ford Ranger Raptor comes as standard with 4-wheel drive and an electronically controlled 2-speed transfer case. There are also locking front and rear differentials. The Ranger is somehow shorter than the outgoing model and is now only 210.6 inches long, with the outgoing model being 0.2 inches better. Although slightly shorter, the new Ranger has a wheelbase of 128.7 inches, which is 1.9 inches longer than the current Ranger. The new Ranger is also wider, with the total width now being 86.7 inches and 79.0 inches with the mirrors folded down. That width hides a wider suspension track, which now spans 63.8 inches front and rear with a 2.4-inch bump. Though, moving to the Ranger Raptor gives you a wider track width, 67.3 inches, which is just 0.6 inches narrower than the front track width of the 2021 Ford F-150. Of course, the truck will also feature the Raptor line's characteristic suspension, complete with Fox's 2.5-inch direct valve shocks, coilovers at the front, and a piggyback reservoir at the rear to cushion jumps and help the truck stabilize itself as it slaloms through sand. The Ranger Raptor will also feature reinforced front frame rails, stronger front and rear shock turrets, and tougher suspension mounts to handle the engine and suspension upgrades. There will also be the usual underbody protection, while the truck's increased off-road performance culminates in the all-important passive suspension of standard 33-inch tires, which are wrapped in 17-inch beadlock-enabled wheels. The Ford Ranger Raptor will debut with shelter green exterior paint, but we all know Code Orange will likely be the best of the bunch, which is why the interior has orange accents throughout. The only thing wrong, if you ask me, is that the Ranger Raptor didn't tuck in its active valve exhaust pipe. The new Ranger also takes advantage of the wider track width on the bed. Now, according to Ford, the Ranger can stash standard 4-foot wide sheets of plywood or drywall between the wheel wells in the bed. Ranger advertises a payload of 1,805 pounds on the two-wheel drive Ranger, with the 4x4 model dropping to a still useful 1,711 pounds. That figure drops even further with the Ranger Raptor to 1,411 pounds, though sometimes that's just what it costs to do business off-road. Underneath the Ranger is a new boxed high-strength steel frame. Hanging off that frame and controlling the front wheels is a short arm suspension. At the rear, leaf springs control the Ranger's stick axle. With the wider track width, Ford was able to move the rear shock absorbers outward, which should provide better driving control on the road. Of course, these were all left in the trash as the Raptor rolled along the assembly line. The Ranger Raptor also has short-arm front suspension, although the control arms are aluminum. At the rear, the Ranger Raptor ditched the leaf springs and replaced them with coil springs to handle the load, while a rear pair of arms worked with the wood links that now controlled the rear axle. Fox Live valve shocks also give the Ranger Raptor the dampness you'd expect for aggressive off-roading. Ranger's 4x4 and 4x2 can tow up to 7,500 pounds. That's slightly below the new Canyon/Colorado and Gladiator, but more than the current Tacoma. The Ranger Raptor can tow 5,510 pounds. Ranger received some of Ford's towing technology such as Pro Trailer Backup Assist, integrated trailer brake controller, and 360-degree camera. Ranger is rated for a maximum payload of 1,805 pounds with 4x2 and 1,711 pounds with 4x4. Base model Rangers get a 2.3-liter EcoBoost i4 under the hood, which also powers the base model Bronco. In Ranger trim, the 2.3-liter engine develops 270 horsepower and 300 lb-ft of torque via a 10-speed automatic transmission. If that wasn't enough, Ford will offer a turbocharged 2.7-liter V6 engine in the fall, which produces 315 horsepower and 400 lb-ft of torque through the same transmission. Topping the powertrain range is the Ranger Raptor's turbocharged 3.0-liter V6 that advertises 405 horsepower and 430 lb-ft of torque, also sporting a 10-speed automatic. While the base model Rangers were available as two-wheel drive and four-wheel drive trucks, the Ranger Raptor was only available as a 4x4 truck. Interior, comfort, and cargo. Inside, the Raptorized Ranger will be slightly different from the regular version. While we still wish for a lot of hard plastic and some rubber material, Ford is beautifying the cabin with exclusive content. It features heavily supported front seats, orange trim pieces, and a sportier-looking steering wheel. In addition to a pair of aluminum paddle shifters, the steering wheel sports an orange band at 12 o'clock, indicating its superior performance. We anticipate it will offer a similar set of standard and optional features to a standard truck, including dual-zone automatic climate control, heated front seats, remote start, and more. The Ranger Raptor will only come in one configuration, crew cab body style with a 5-foot cargo box. Infotainment and connectivity. Every Ranger Raptor has a 12.0-inch touchscreen with the latest Ford Sync infotainment software and a 12.4-inch digital gauge cluster. That means Apple CarPlay, Android Auto, and subscription-based Wi-Fi hotspots are standard. In addition to a variety of charging ports, the wide-body Ranger will also offer options such as built-in navigation and a 12-speaker Bang & Olufsen audio system. Ranger's only cabin option is Super Crew, which seats 5 people. If you don't need to use the back seat for friends or family, you can flip the seat down to reveal a flat storage area. Lifting the back seat mat up reveals a pair of storage boxes to keep your valuables out of bed and out of sight of strangers. Also joining the interior's new features is an alternative shifter. While standard Rangers will have a traditional automatic gear selector, the 4x4 Lariat models will get what Ford calls an E-shifter, which electronically selects gears for the 10-speed automatic. Joining new consumer technology, Ranger also has a selection of driver assistance features. Joining the new Ranger are blind spot monitoring with trailer coverage, adaptive cruise control with stop and go, and active parking assist. Also available is a 400-watt inverter and bedside outlet in case you want to power up some electronics while you're tailgating or camping. This inverter system also has a failsafe not to drain the battery too far so it doesn't turn on. Extra storage can be found in multiple bins under the rear seats, and the seats also fold flat with easy-to-pull straps. It's also a few inches wider between the wheel wells. Sliding side steps are available to make access to the bed a little easier. The tailgate has a ruler and a corkscrew. There's a 360-degree camera available and a center 12-inch touchscreen, although the knobs and buttons, which many drivers find preferable, are still there for temperature and music volume, as well as 31 standard or available driver assistance features, Ford said. The 2024 Ranger has a starting price of $34,160, with the Ranger Raptor priced at $56,960, including $1,595 for destination and delivery. Orders for the Ranger and Ranger Raptor begin later this month, with availability in late summer. The 2.7-liter Ranger will be available in late fall.